In I'm Out news.
Peace.
Submitted by Dinkelberg. That's tight.
Dinkelberger.
Is that from Fairly Odd Parents?
Dinkelberg.
Yeah.
An inmate is asking for an electric chair execution over lethal injection. Why?
What the fuck?
Is he like super guilty? He's like, I deserve this.
Or he's afraid of needles.
I think he's an adrenaline junkie. He's like, I want to go out the fucking craziest.
I think he has a needle phobia.
Needle phobia?
Yeah. He's like, ooh, I hate needles.
What are the choices? Can you do the traditional hanging where they drop your legs and you go
Like
I don't think
gunfire.
they do. Yeah, they do a firing squad.
Oh fuck.
Like something that has been a thing recently.
Guillotine.
I think hangings,
No,
there's a lot of mistakes that happen, so.
They don't die
You know,
properly.
lethal injection is not all that
Peaceful?
safe.
Really, what happens?
There was this one dude who it took, I think it was like about 8 hours to die. And you're supposed to die within 7 minutes. But he was in so much excruciating pain that there's this.
Could he even say anything though, or is his like lips locked? Like,
I mean, I don't know.
Well, what kind of crime did he do?
I don't know that either. I just know that there's this particular drug.
he went skinny dipping in a lake.
In a Mormon community.
There's like this one particular drug that they use for the lethal injection, and that's the one that is most likely to cause these complications where it doesn't turn out the way they expect it to. And not only that, but
What the fuck did they inject him with? Honey? Like what? Like what the fuck happened?
I can tell you the name. It's midazolam.
Midazolam? That sounds fun.
Dazzle him.
I'm gonna bedazzle this motherfucker.
Excuse me, Madazzalam, what would you like to have for dinner?
Madazalam and Monsieur.
It means hooker, dude.
Midazolam.
It's midazzle lamb.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, they're also saying that medical professionals, they don't even administer the lethal injection. It's prison employees that do it.
So they might like miss the fucking artery or the.
They tell the fucking janitor to come. Hey, Webster, I need you to fucking eject this motherfucker.
Man, I'm cleaning right now. You gonna tell me to do this right now, and you ain't paying me for this shit. Fuck, man. Takes off his fucking hat. He's all sweating and shit.
And as he's walking, his fucking keys.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
I think depending on the
All right, good luck.
I think it's okay if they suffer a little bit.
That's what some people believe.
Cause like think about it, right? Like this guy that tortured and fucking killed
Well, what
10
he
people.
did is he killed 2 people. It was a double murder. They were gonna buy drugs off of him. Shit went bad, and he killed them.
Oh, that's
And then slit their throats.
Oh, shit.
Then 8 hours of pain is fine.
Yeah, but it's the whole like cruel and unusual punishment thing that's like against the
don't.
Constitution.
I don't ever want to commit any kind of crime.
Well, you did when you wore that shirt today, dude.
What's wrong with the shirt?
The nipples.
Fight Academy, Pasadena.
I don't think it's cruel and unusual. I think it's fun and spontaneous.
That should have been way more funny if you just didn't laugh through it, man.
How come they're even entertaining what he has to say? You know, like once you're in jail, all your rights are taken away. So if they're like, hey, we're gonna kill you this way, why is he even going like, hey, I want the electric chair instead? And they're like, oh, let me think about that.
Well, I mean, he has attorneys that are like.
Oh, I forgot about
He's
that
saying
part.
that he
gonna
thinks that
smell so bad.
this is the lesser of 2 evils because of the whole like lethal injection botch.
Oh, because the
Oh,
electrocution's
shit.
guaranteed.
I guess so.
That is fucking thugs.
Last time Tennessee put because it takes place in Tennessee. Last time they put someone to death by electric chair was 2007.
I want them to develop something like a fucking strong ass laser that slices through everything, but it goes down in like half a second like this.
Ooh.
Or what about like a human body shredder?
That'd be tight.
Like a paper shredder.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah. It had to be
Oh, like the Golden Circle, that movie, because she made like hamburger meat out of it. It was gross.
Or I just don't want to die like that in general. I just want to die in my sleep.
I mean, don't commit any crimes and you're good.
If I was there and I had to be killed and I can choose, I'll be like, put me in a rocket and blow me up in space.
That's fun.
You want them to spend $1 billion on your death?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, what would I pick? I would probably pick firing squad.
Firing squad for us?
Oh, right, because you don't even show your face, right? Or you see it. Aren't you blindfolded?
Think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but you're like, do, and you don't die right away.
And you can still feel it. You're like, oh!
Oh my god, that kills me. Literally.
Or if they shoot you in the lungs, right? And then now you're drowning from your blood.
Okay, never mind. I don't want firing squad.
I'm never gonna commit any crimes. I'm never gonna commit any crimes.
I wonder, like electric chair, because you know, like when you play that game, the arcade game, electric.
I don't like that feeling.
But imagine your whole body.
People take their freedom for granted, man. You guys don't even know how lucky we are just to
Don't
be able
even
to walk
know.
around and do what we want.
Fuck yeah.
I know a dude got out of jail. He's been in jail for so fucking long. He went to jail before there was fucking FaceTime and shit and stuff like that. So it blew his fucking mind. He didn't know what was going on, dude. Lost fucking 20 years of his life. 20 years, man.
That's like being in a coma, but you're awake.
Yeah, it sucks. You know what I mean? I like my freedom. I like going out and doing whatever the fuck I want. I like to choose not to work every day.
Can you imagine being like in a cage full of dudes and you're just fending for your life non-stop, and then finally you get into the real world?
And what if you get like the worst role in that too, where you're like someone's bitch and getting raped all the time?
But what if that's more comfortable because you're protected?
Yeah.
Someone loves you.
Every day I had to pretend
Your
like I'm a tough
butthole's
guy.
not protected.
Oh god, dude. What's up, guys? Dude, what's up, cool? I can't do that shit, dude. They'll see right through me.
You know what you're gonna be? Did you ever watch The Night Of?
Huh? Yeah.
You're gonna be that guy that's always sucking the other dude's dick.
I know.
That's you, dude.
And I could be really good at that shit too, because I'm dedicated.
But then that's why a lot of guys have trouble integrating back into society. They go back into jail, even though that was traumatic. They're like, fuck, man. They have to learn how to get along. They have to work nicely with others.
To learn how to eat their cereal without covering up for it and shit.
Yeah. If they get disrespected, they can't fight, or else they go to jail again.
Imagine there was a prison where like somehow every prisoner just didn't want to deal with that shit, and they're just like, can't we just have like a nice life in here? Like we don't have to work. We're taken care of. Like how about we just stop giving each other shit, and then it's just nice and pleasant, and then everyone wants to go to jail? That'd be crazy.
That's called a retirement home, right? Yeah.
Because when I was younger,
dormitory, or?
I always wanted to know what that felt like to be in prison, minus the whole like dangerous part of it. But then that's not prison, right? But I just, in my own fantasy world, I'm like, I wonder what that would be like, you know?
That's your fantasy? You have shitty ass fantasies, dude.
I was a child, okay?
Still. As a child, you think of like, yo, man, I'm about to ride this unicorn to the fucking sky, cuz. You're over here,
I
man.
wasn't that young.
Who like being in prison?
You're always looking under the door for your next meal. Someone slide me some food.
Yay!
Hey, Bob, can we play prison today? How about you push me against the wall and slap me upside my head?
Cute. I picture her with no eyebrows because she shaved them off.
I know.
In 3rd grade.
I'm gonna make eyeliner today.
Or a tattoo.
Or a tattoo.
I never been in jail, but I know what it feels like to have your freedoms taken away, because that's what boot camp feels like.
I thought you were gonna say it was like living with your mom.
No, so in boot camp, what's crazy, it's like you don't even know how much freedom you have day to day. Like the fact that you could even scratch your face, you can't do that in boot camp.
You can't scratch your face?
Nah, the minute you enter boot camp, you're on someone else's time. So like, for example, everyone's lined up, right? So everyone's standing here, you're not allowed to scratch your face or you're gonna get socked in the face.
Get
Even if it
socked?
itches?
Yeah. At the time I went. It's softer now.
Permission to fucking itch the cheek, sir?
You can't. So you stand here, you're standing here for like however long we need to wait to go into eat breakfast. You're standing here for maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours.
What?
And then everyone marches in, grabs food with the tray or whatever, right? Goes, sit down and eat. As soon as you're done eating, you stand up, you walk out into a platoon. We all go do pull-ups, and so you're either in formation standing together, in formation single file line running, or working out, or sitting in class like this.
You can never scratch your face.
You can never small talk, you can never look around, like there's no free will. So that was like the first time where I was like, when at night when we go to sleep, that's when like I was like, fuck, this is fucking crazy. That's when everyone gets mind blown. You hear all these dudes like crying in the middle of the night because no one has ever felt not having freedom in America.
I cry so much, dude.
That shit was crazy. And then when you come out, when you graduate, and you're like, fuck, civilian life is awesome.
How long was that, the boot camp?
14 weeks.
Oh god, dude, that sounds like 4,000 infinity years,
It
dude.
helped you with your discipline?
Oh yeah. Like even like when we do like the swim training shit, like let's say someone's drowning, right? Like get the fuck out of the pool. Go line up right there. So after you just finish drowning, you're still not on someone else's time. Now you're just like you're always, I mean, you're not on your own time, you're always on someone else's time.
Dude, I cannot fucking do that, man. I got too much fucking sassy attitude for that shit, dude. I get kicked out so fast, dude.
He's sassy.
Get out of the fucking water! Dog, you like that fucking motherfucker. Get out of the fucking water.
Ringing the bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
You know how small?
Like this. Stand up straight. I guess I should.
But what's crazy is once things become so routine and you know how it's predictable, you actually find comfort in it because now you start knowing the boundaries of what you are able to do and not able to do. You know what I mean? Like once you kind of understand and kind of feel it out.
That's your soul is broken, dude. That's what that means.
Yeah, probably.
That's what that means. You've given up on
Because
life.
I was able to like start observing some funny ass shit from this position. And I'm like,
But you still had to be a little bit of yourself, dude.
yeah.
There's some people though who go into the military. Like a couple of my friends who went there. I feel like their spirit got broken because when they came out different, dude.
Like a different person.
Like a different person. Like mentally, they got destroyed.
We have some military friends that are still lazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Didn't help them. I mean, my laziness is so fucking strong. I bet you anything I'd be just like that. I'll just for the boot camp, I'll give it my fucking best, and I'll be like, that was a great trip, but it would not be a part of my soul.
It's a nice vacation.
Yeah, that was
Like a Spartan race.
Yeah, it was like that was a great experience, guys. Now, how can I be lazy?
Just having somebody tell me what to do makes me fucking itchy. Like I can't handle that shit.
Yeah.
Get up right now.
But doesn't that help you feel like you're taken care of?
Huh?
You know how a lot of guys go back to jail because they don't have any responsibilities, they get fed, they get taken care of? I feel like I would kind of warm up to that. And I see why people become like career military guys. Because it's very different from having to like do everything on your own.
But you know what my problem is? Like my biggest problem? Like I didn't even hear of the word sandbagging until you said it. And then I looked it up. I was like, oh shit, I've been doing that my whole life.
What's sandbagging?
You just fucking pretend like you're always exhausted and you just can't do anything. That's me, dude. That's me to the fucking definition.
You have more in the tank, but you're just like, nah, that's it.
Like you could bench 200, you know, and that's what you're supposed to be repping. But for the workout, like, I'm just gonna do like 50 pounds, fuck it.